What's up, everybody? We're going on another trip. This is our last week here, so fantastic. We're going to be going to the Dongdaemun Design Plaza. There's some videos that I saw online where they've had a digital art exhibit there, so I wanted to check it out. But there's also a Tim Burton exhibit going on right now. We're going to go ahead and make our way over there, try to check it out. But the interesting thing about it right now is that the timing is a little weird. Normally I'd go in the morning and then come back in the evening, but there were some things happening for lunch, met up with some people, and now I am leaving to go into the city when everyone else is coming back from work. So the subways might be a little crowded, but that means at least on the way back home it'll be pretty empty. So we'll see you in the city. So just got off the train and then I walked up, and in my head I had the idea that the DDP or the Dongdaemun Design Plaza would be like right there. I didn't expect it to be like actually right there. So yeah, it's big. We're gonna do a little walk around and like actually look at it. But if you haven't seen it before, it's like this kind of almost like an amoeba. It's like a blob. It's designed very differently compared to some other things here. I'm gonna sit here for a little bit because the breeze is really nice, but in a little bit we'll walk around it, and then there's like a little area inside. It's still outside, but there's like a little opening that you can walk around. And then after a little bit we'll go inside, we'll check out the exhibits. Hopefully we can go to that digital art exhibit. I really want to check that out. And then the Tim Burton one will also be pretty cool. I'm just gonna try to figure out how we can navigate it because we can't actually take pictures or videos, but I have a microphone so I can still make content. Let's go, baby. So that's kind of the plan for now. We'll have to think about dinner plans eventually, but that'll come when we get hungry. So we're not there yet. For now, we're just gonna take our time and take it easy. So look at that butt. This is it, the DDP. Dongdaemun Design Plaza. I'm gonna take a quick little picture here. Again, ever since my sister is gone, it's kind of hard to like get things anywhere, so I just have to do it myself. Okay, we got it. Look at that though, it's like a super bright. But here's that little area that I was talking about, the place where you can kind of walk through. I don't remember correctly, but I believe in the nighttime they have lights on the building that go all along the outer portions of the building. And sometimes they have like, just like a rainbow of colors and an array of things. Other times they actually project images. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. And then it seems like, it's kind of looking around, there's also stuff like where you can go down more. So we're gonna explore the outside a bit more first. And then once we're kind of happy with that, we're gonna walk on down. And it seems like someone else is recording here. I'm not sure if it's a time lapse or if it's just an actual vlog. It seems like a time lapse. We're just gonna walk past that casually. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there, but if I'm in a video in the future, you know it's me. That'd be really funny though if it really was. But anyway, we're still walking through. We're gonna find a way down, trying to find a way to get to the bottom of the area. Oh, they actually have food trucks too, like little vendors. I think they're closed though, because yeah, it's like time to get off work. Oh yeah, and then there's also, well, not a subway station underneath the building, but there are two right next to the building. One of them, which I came through, the other one, which is kind of adjacent. Someone's playing the piano. Well, let's go down. Look at that guy. That's actually another thing I've noticed here. Since a lot of people can play piano, haha, stereotypes, they actually have a lot more street pianos in public areas. You'll hear a lot of good piano players as you travel around, and it's really cool. And I think what kind of separates it from other places in the world, most notably like in America or Canada, they don't actually ask for tips, they just kind of play. It's one of those things where it's a more spontaneous moment. These steps are like oddly spaced out. I feel like a dumb person. I almost said something else. It just feels really awkward. I'm like taking 1.5 steps. I'm taking one full step, and I'm like doing a really weird stride. So there's actually a museum here too. I just remember being here in the past. I don't actually remember exactly what it was. If I were to guess, maybe something to do with the historical sites and the original buildings. Here you can see the dirt and the rocks, and that's all I can say because there's no sign. I'm pretty sure it has to do with the historic building spots, I guess. I don't know. I'm making this up, but again, I'm not a history buff, so I don't know. Oh wait, I see the Tim Burton thing. So I think at this point we can try to find our way inside, go into some of the exhibits now. Man, it's hot. I'm gonna take a picture really quick and then go inside, but I'll see you all inside, and hopefully when I get my tickets. We got our ticket. But again, I can't record, so I'll see you in a bit. Here's my audio. So basically what happens is they said you can't take any photos and you can't take videos, but they don't know that I have a microphone. So you guys get a little bit of an inside, not even a look, but just like a little explanation, I guess. Wow, this is actually really cool. I haven't really appreciated Tim Burton's art, I guess, because most people know him for Nightmare Before Christmas or like Edward Scissorhands, Corpse's Bride, things like that. To be able to see things that aren't his movies, like his actual artwork, it definitely brings into perspective that he is an artist. The beginning of the exhibit started off as Tim Burton's early days and just kind of where he came from. And then it goes into this holiday portion where it's like explaining that holidays have played a big part in Tim Burton's creative experience, where holidays were some of the more highlights in terms of liveliness, I guess. That's why stuff like Nightmare Before Christmas really stands out, because he has such an attachment to festive and holiday designs. And then this third part was like a carnival. That's kind of more of like the creatures being manipulated and to have some otherworldly features, if anything. And then this next area is called Figurative Works, and it kind of explores how Tim Burton creates these different beings, and he makes it a little ambiguous whether they're human or not. You know, this is another thing I've noticed. I don't know why, and I don't know how this is completely related, but there are a lot of couples here. So like, bruh, Korea, what the heck? Even an art exhibit for Tim Burton is supposed to be a couple event. Come on, man. I ain't got nobody like that. And this next portion is about misunderstood outcasts. But it's basically saying how a sympathetic monster is what he wants us to feel for. After all, that is all of his movie stuff. So it's like an exhibit of all the movies that he's done and the storyboards. I think this is the last portion. It's just very large Polaroids. They're actual Polaroids. They're 20 by 24, large format. And I guess he just took a bunch of pictures of things. I don't really know how else to describe it. Maybe I should just stop saying that these are the last sections, because there's another one. But this one is kind of focused on things that never came to light. Some of his projects that didn't get the green light or made it all the way through until the publishing stage, where it didn't get past that. This is kind of insane to think about, just the sheer number of creative projects that he had started, and some of them even finished, but just never published. So I just finished through the walk of all the exhibits here, and it was pretty cool. So now we're in this area, it's like the post lobby, where there's just a bunch of these figures and places where you can take pictures. It's really cool, actually, and it was cool to be able to see like the history of Tim Burton, the things that he's created, and also there's an alien. It was really nice, and it's one of those things where I've kind of grown to appreciate over time, where living in Sydney, I've had free access to the art gallery all the time, so I went there quite a bit. But to be able to see just the thought process and just all the creative things that Tim Burton has made, and then even behind me there's the, I guess, anthology, or just the list of all the things that he's ever made, and it's quite impressive, honestly speaking. If you ever want to come by, this exhibit's open until like September, I believe. It's only 20,001, which is like 18 bucks. Really affordable, honestly. I've been here for like over an hour and a half, and I was kind of going through it fast too, so feel free to check it out. But now I'm gonna walk through the little gift shop area and then try to find the digital art exhibit portion. Tim Burton art exhibit, pretty cool. Again, one of the hard parts about traveling alone, no one to take pictures for you. So I got a few things, but I had to ask one of the staff members to take a picture for me. The awkward part was she was the one doing the ticket to like let people in. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I had to ask her to take a picture for me. She was like, oh, just making sure it's no one here that needs to get their tickets checked. She took some pictures for me really quickly, but they came out pretty nice. So now I had to figure out where this digital art exhibit is, and I also have to figure out where I am, because I think I'm kind of lost. I'm gonna reconvene and figure it out, because I think I just went in a circle. Yeah, I think I went in a circle. Okay, let me figure this out. I'll be right back. After doing some research, I found out that the thing I was thinking about, the digital art, is actually from the past. They don't actually do that anymore. Oh, but you can actually see the lights are starting to come on the building. You can see like right there. It's a little unfortunate, because I really did want to go to that art exhibit. I think the only other one nearby is not nearby at all, because I know Jeju has an art museum where they always have something like that. So a little unfortunate that I missed the timing on that, but the Tim Burton exhibit was pretty cool. It's almost 7 o'clock. I'm trying to think if I want to eat something here, or if I just go back home and like order something, or maybe even just get something out on the way there. I don't know. Maybe I'll ask my parents to see what they've done. If they've eaten already, then I could just go home, eat with them. Otherwise, could just hit up a cafe or something nearby. We'll see. We'll see where my stomach is leading me. The thing about now is, since it's the last week, I've had just about everything I've wanted to eat. So there's really nothing that I wanted to like definitely try. There's always stuff around, so I'll guess I'll have to do some more research. So I'll be back. Don't worry, I won't get lost this time, I promise. All right, so I ended up calling my parents. They're still at home. They haven't eaten yet, so then I told them that we can just eat together. But that means I have to go back home and hop on the train. It was pretty fun though. I don't know if there was enough content to really make a full vlog out of this, so if there isn't, I apologize. But if there is, nice. But yeah, it really was fun. It's one of those things where on paper you don't really think it's super interesting or engaging, but then once you get into it, give it a go. Because I've been to a few art exhibits because some friends brought me to them, and then other ones where it's like I was genuinely interested. And the more you do it, the more of an appreciation you grow to have for these artists and just the exhibits themselves. Really cool. Got a few new pins that I'm going to add to my board back at home, and that'll be it for me. So thank you all for watching. Hope you had a good one. If you enjoyed what you saw, you can always check out some other videos that I have down in my channel below. And if you want to see me streaming stuff, you can always follow me on Twitch. Otherwise, hope you have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.